Okay, that's the end of that little bit of madness. So, focus of tonight was heavy military press, heavy seated press. You guys may have seen recently I did a heavy clean and press where I got up to 170 for a triple. So I thought, you know what, let me give that movement a bit of support by doing it seated and seeing what I could get. I'm going to go and finish off the workout in a minute, but I'll stop now just to give you guys a quick overview. So I worked up to 180 bar weights on the axle, and then I put a couple of my 8 kilo chains on. So that was 196 at lockouts. Now, the idea of chains is that it gets a little lighter at the bottom and a little heavier at the top. I can't say exactly what it was. I don't know if the chain was completely off the ground, but I would imagine I was probably hitting somewhere in the region of the early 190s. I'm not necessarily saying it's 196. I couldn't tell you if the whole chain was off the ground or not, but if the whole of the chain was off the ground, it would have been 196. But it's going to be good, 190-ish. I have no idea. As I say, I am going to continue trying to be the champion of my back garden. So, me against me, bro, and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, I then followed up with a back offset with 140 kilos, and I think I got 15 reps with it. I remember getting to about 13 and thinking, this sucks. I kind of managed to grind out, a couple more reps. But overall, that was pretty good. I can't complain. As I've said to you guys recently, I've been throwing in a few back offsets after my kind of top sets. One, obviously, it's just good to get some reps in and good to get some volume in. And two, it just strokes your ego because your nervous system has adapted to the heavier weight. So as far as my body was concerned, it was going to go and pick up 190 kilos plus. So when I then unracked it and my body found out that it was 140 kilos, my body's just having a party and it just throws it around like it's nothing. So I got the first 6, 7, 8 reps and barely felt it. I flew through them. I wasn't doing necessarily full lockouts, but the range of motion was decent enough. I tried to get below my chin towards my collarbone and probably at least 3/4 of the way up. Generally speaking, I don't always follow that because continuous tension absolutely has its place in lifting. It's important to keep the tension on the muscle, but it's also important to go through full range of motion. So I tend to try and do both. A lot of the time with my I'm knocking the camera. A lot of the time with my actual heaviest lifts, I tend to do stricter form and much fuller range of motion than I do in my warm-ups. So in terms of my warm-ups, I did 60 kilos for a few reps, and then I dropped it right down to 5 reps, I think, with 100 kilos. And for the 100 and the 140 kilos, I didn't really lock out. I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to go through the motion, get the muscle warm. Some of the reps were a little bit paused. Some of the reps would have been maybe locked out. Some of them would have been a bit slower. Some of them would have been a bit faster. It's just my way of conditioning my body and waking it up. I don't really concentrate on them as such. I just kind of go into my little mode and just feel, when you talk about mind-muscle connection. And I just try to go through the motions and warm up, get the joint going. I started by using my neoprene elbow wraps, and then I changed into my normal elbow wraps. The neoprene were doing nothing. My elbows were feeling a little bit tender this morning. My elbows were feeling a little bit tender tonight, so I thought, let me throw the wraps on from the outset. Normally, I don't tend to throw anything on until later in the workout when I'm close enough towards my working weights. But today I thought, you know what, I'm going to, because everything was just feeling a tiny bit tender. So I just thought I'd be kind to myself this morning, practice a little bit of wellness and all of that kind of stuff by pressing 180 kilos over my head. Anyway, thank you as always to those of you who always comment. Thank you for clicking on this video and feeding this old man's ego. Let's see if we can get 100 views on this video. But like, joking aside, no, genuinely thank you very much. I've got a real loyal, hardcore little group of you who always comment, always post, always, you know, share the love, and it's genuinely very much appreciated. And thank you once again to all the new guys who are just coming in on it, on this channel, and have just discovered me. Because I keep on posting every day and the algorithm's kind of waking up a little bit. So I've picked up a load of new subscribers, so thank you very much. Or if you're watching this for the first time, welcome to the channel. And yeah, just check out the channel. It's not too bad. I don't get very many views. I don't necessarily have that many subscribers, but I like what I do. And those of you who watch it tend to quite like what I do. I'm a drama-free channel. I just concentrate on lifting, and then afterwards I'll have a bit of chat with the camera and kind of explain what I was doing for the workout. And that's pretty much it. So if you're someone that just likes no nonsense, watching a big lump pick up something pretty heavy, this may well be your new favorite channel. Anyway, you guys take care. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit notifications, all that good stuff. And I will speak to you soon.